Hi everyone, it's April here and it is that time of the year again, Inktober. I'm not actually using any ink today, I'm just showing you this ink because it's Inktober. I'm actually going to be showing you a little character that I'm making for a little story. So these are some initial little doodles that I made, and I took the one that I liked and I kind of just doodled them. This was actually in one of my lunch break last week, over a couple of lunch breaks, and I did some different variations of the faces, like with little eyes, with big eyes, with glasses on, and I picked my favourite one. So this is going to be Belle. I'll tell you a bit more about her in a second. So I did a little kind of full body sketch, but I'm not the best with creating characters. This is actually the first one I've ever done. So it was quite fun. It was also really challenging. I took it into Procreate and tried to do like a turnaround. And by the time I got to this face forward one, I was like, do we even need to see the front of her face? Let's just keep it at a 3/4 view, shall we? And I'll just let it play in the background there so you can kind of see the different changes I made, and I will tell you a little bit about Belle. So a few years ago I was really into writing, and I actually wrote a few books for NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, and one of them was my most successful story, I guess, because it basically made sense. And it was about a family of ghost hunters. So the parents were paranormal investigators and the kids had just grown up in this environment with all these ghosts and stuff around them. So they weren't scared at all. And in this story, it's mainly focuses on the teenage boy. They move to this new town and all these children are going missing in this town. And then this boy with like a ragtag team of friends have to like go through the mystery of finding out why the kids are going missing. And he's got a little sister called Belle in the book. So one of the reasons I actually wanted to start learning art a few years ago was because I really love that story, but because I'm too lazy to edit, I thought it would be really fun to make it into a graphic novel. And I realized at the time I didn't know how to draw anything. So I actually started to learn how to draw so I could make this graphic novel of this story. So fast forward a couple of years, I completely forgotten about this story and the fact that I wanted to make a graphic novel, and Inktober pops up again, and I'm thinking, what can I do for Inktober? I want to do something fun. I'm really trying to get into illustration more and do characters and environments and storytelling. So I thought, why didn't I take one of my favourite ideas, which was this little ghost hunter family, and take one aspect from it and make a story? And that's where Belle comes in. So Belle in the story goes, in my original story, she goes missing. So she's not even really part of the story. She's just kind of like, you know, like the princess that the princess to save. But I really love the idea of this little ghost hunter, like this 8-year-old paranormal investigator. So that's where the idea came up with. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story because I'm going to be posting that on my Instagram each day, and also doing like a YouTube video once a week to show the story and the process. But that's basically the idea behind it. And now obviously for Inktober I'm going to be using ink. So last year I used the Liquitex muted inks, and I did endangered animals, and that was really fun. It was all like super colourful, and I used gold ink as well. And this year I want to go traditional and go back to using black ink. So one of the reasons why I decided to take Belle into Procreate and kind of design her was because I find it so much easier to refine something in digital, because you can change things and move them and scale them and position them. Like right now when I'm doing the glasses, I mean, you can see that wonky circle just magically turned into a perfect oval. And I think I'm going to kind of use this as like a little template for my character. I did do a couple of other angles of her face, but I'm just going to have to work that out on the day, I think. So basically, you can see she is a little ghost hunter. She's got on a big backpack, which will have all of her tools in. So she's got like night vision binoculars, an EMF reader, an infrared camera, a compass for some reason. And then she's dressed up in some clothes because it would be inappropriate if she wasn't. I did originally have her wearing dungarees, but I kind of interfered with the strap of the backpack. So I ended up giving her this big jumper, which has a little ghost on it, and some welly boots, I guess, at the bottom. I'm not really sure what they are. This is literally like no planning. I just was like, oh, okay, I'll just make her wear this. I did want to have more details, but then I thought if I have to draw her every day in different poses doing different stuff, I should probably try and keep it as simple as possible. So I went through and I coloured her all in. I spent a lot of time trying to get the different values right of what I would be using with the ink, and then I wanted to see what it looked like on a black background. So I kind of used the watercolour brushes in Procreate to give her a black background, and then she also has a white background version as well. And I'm also going in here, getting rid of the lines, because I was thinking, do I want to have outlines? Like, I don't really want to use an ink pen in Inktober. I wanted it to keep it kind of simple. Outlines is like my thing. I mean, it's what I enjoy the most about art. So in the end, I decided to keep the line on, and I'm just going to have to figure out how to do it in a brush pen or microns or something. But this is the colour comp I'm going to use to keep everything consistent, and that is my plan for Inktober. Make sure you check back next week for the first week's video, and also follow on Instagram if you want to follow along with Belle's story. What are you guys doing for Inktober? Do you have any plans, or are you just going to follow the prompt list? Let me know, because it's always fun to know what other people are doing, and I hope you have a great month if you're doing it. I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.